Okay, I am back. So I need to start getting ready for work because I have work really soon, and I thought, why not vlog it and just show you guys how I get ready. So okay, so in this step, I'm basically lightly using my e.l.f. pencil, and I'm just going really light and just basically carving the bottom first and then building up, and then I'm working on my other brow and doing the same thing as well. Okay, and now in this step, I'm basically just using my Milani pomade, which is basically like the Anastasia, but just storefront pomade. I think it was like $7.99, and I'm just going really lightly, not grabbing a lot of pomade, and I'm just going towards the bottom and working up, and basically just carving any spots that I didn't do with my pencil, and just doing that softly. I'm not pressing or applying too much force, and I just continue this step until I like how my eyebrow turns out. Alright, and in the next step, I'm grabbing my Maybelline eraser, aka concealer, and my e.l.f. brush, which is a flathead brush, and I basically grab enough product onto the brush where I have enough to conceal my eyebrows. Okay, so in this step, I'm basically carving my eyebrows, and I'm going very softly. I tend to use the end of the brush, and then I just outline the top as well, and I go very softly. I don't apply too much pressure because if I apply pressure, I might make a mistake. And then I go onto the other side and I carve lightly just to make sure that I like the line where I'm carving out my brow is good. And then it looks like I scoot closer and I apply more product onto the brush with the concealer. And then I do my other eyebrow, and I basically do the same step, and I go really gentle with the brush, and then I go on top, and then I go slow, and then I kind of like move my head as I like do it, if that makes sense. And then I just do it to where I'm content with my eyebrow and how I shape it. If I'm not, I always go back with my pencil and I go lightly over the concealer, and then I use my Wet n Wild brush, and I basically blend it so you can't tell that I concealed my brows, and I just do it to where it doesn't show, and to where you don't see any lines of how I cut out my brow. And then I just do that for the other brow as well, and I kind of do it in motion, so that way it doesn't look like I'm bringing the product down, aka the concealer. And then I just do that until I am happy with the way it looks. You can also use your foundation brush just to conceal out any concealer that you may have. And then I'm using my L'Oreal foundation and BB cream. The L'Oreal I apply first, and then I go apply the places where I want the foundation, and the BB cream just helps settle the color because that foundation is a little too tan on me, and so I just go with the BB cream and just apply it on the places in between where I put the foundation. And oh yeah, she jamming. And then I do that. I don't apply too much product because I don't want to look like I'm cake facing, because I work as a teller, and so I don't want to like wear too much makeup. And then I basically grab my foundation brush and start blending, and then always carry it down to your neck because no one wants to see those lines, you know what I mean? think I was talking to Alexa because I didn't want to get copyrighted, so I told her to play music, and then I told her to turn it up by 3, and then it was too loud, so I turned her back down. And then I also go where my eyelids are, just so it doesn't look like I didn't not touch my eyelids. I just want to make it seem that everything blended smoothly, and I bring it down. I make sure I'm not missing any product that I didn't blend as I'm putting on my foundation. And then I go in between and I just make sure that everything looks good up close. And then I grab my concealer and I apply it underneath my eyes, the T-zone, on my nose, and then on the top of my forehead, and then I just blend that out. And then I just go back and just make sure that it looks all blended. I'm not missing any spots, because there has been times where like I've missed spots and I didn't even realize that, and that's kind of embarrassing. But it's always good to double check. We're contouring / bronzing our cheeks, and I'm just basically, like I said, I don't go too heavy on the contouring. Oh yeah, girl, we'll work it. I basically just contour enough so it looks like I actually did my makeup and don't look like I woke up. And then I just contour my nose as well, and I use the same brush. Some people use a smaller brush, which helps them get the precise contour on your nose, but I just use the same one, so yeah. And then I just go back, and then I am using the brow powder that I used on my brows, and then I'm using Airspun, which I think is $5 at Walmart, and it's just a powder. It's a setting powder, so basically this helps keep everything in place. And then I just use the sponge that it came in because it's just more convenient. I feel like it just really holds everything together and puts everything in place. And then I line the setting powder on the outside of my contour of my cheeks, and then I do underneath my eyes. I do enough to where I won't have to basically apply powder throughout the day, because I do have an oily face, and so this does help keep everything all together, so that way I don't have to keep going back and forth with the powder. And then I also do it on my eyelids, as you just saw, because my eyelids do get oily throughout the day, so I just try to mat them out with the powder as much as possible. And I think I'm gonna show you guys, I don't know. Okay, oh, girl, your hair. Oh, and then the next step I am doing is I am blushing my face. So I think the blush I use is just the e.l.f. brand, and then I just apply it gently on the apples of my cheeks. Alright, and so the next step is, I normally don't do this step, but since I had extra time, I thought, why not do it? So I basically grabbed the pomade that I used. It's the e.l.f. Pomade and powder, and I use the pomade in the e.l.f. and I just grab a pointed brush and I just apply the brown because black is too harsh on my eyes. I only apply brown when I'm going out, or if I just feel like doing, black heavy eyeliner. But most of the time I'll just use brown just because it looks nice on my eyes and it's not too harsh and it makes my eyes pop. Oh, okay. So I'll do that, and then I think I'm gonna highlight after this step, I believe. I think. Oh no, I'm going to line my lips with the NYX pencil. I do not have the number with me because I'm currently at work. So I currently just outline the lips of mine, and I do that until I'm like satisfied with how the outcome looks. So my phone ran out of storage and it wasn't recording that whole time, so I was just talking to myself, but I wasn't talking to myself because I'm gonna be doing a voiceover. So the last thing you guys saw was the powder, and then I just wiped that off with a brush, and then just wiped the powder away right here, and then got under here as well. And then I put brow gel on my brows just to hold it in place. And then I also did a lip liner as well. So I added these two. I just added lip liners. Okay, they're by NYX and they're matte. They're really, really nice. Super affordable as well. But that was basically what I did, is it. And that's how I do makeup every day. Or if I'm going out, if I go out, I will add powder. I usually just add like the powder that I use for my eyebrows, just because it's the same color. Other than that, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed this random video